I'm back. Rodrance for our Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. And as always, thank you guys for watching. We're going to talk about Ron DeSantis because he's making one hell of a name for himself lately. Most notably, recently taking on woke Disney Corporation. And again, I've said this before, I'll say it again. What I like about Ron DeSantis is he doesn't wait. All right? He doesn't wait. If he thinks there's a problem, boom, anti-woke act. He thinks there's a problem that could be coming down the pipeline in schools, boom, Parental Rights and Education Act. Okay? Oh, Disney didn't like it, boom, let me slap you guys across the mouth. And I think there's two things that have really elevated Ron DeSantis politically, and that is how he handled the pandemic, how he's handled Disney. Disney's really high profile, right? Tired of their shit? Boom. I'll hit you with something that you'll feel in your pocketbook. Well, now he's turned his attention more and more lately towards Joe Biden. All right? He's been on their radar, but I think they've been watching Trump. Okay? Kind of like a velociraptor. They're watching Trump from the front, and DeSantis is coming around from the side. Boom. You're gone. Anybody seen the first Jurassic Park? Well, Ron DeSantis is coming out, and he's talking about something that this is the kind of thing, Joe Biden, Democrats, why you're going to lose so many voters over to the Republican side, especially the working class Democrat, the ones that do work. Why you're going to lose them is things like gas prices, things like baby formula. Well, you got your head so far up your ass worrying about social issues. There are real working class issues out there, and it's going to end up costing them in the voting booth. Quote, they don't care if you suffer at the pump. DeSantis bashes Biden. Daily Wire, here he goes. Florida GOP Governor Ron DeSantis bashed President Biden for his economic policy and said that Biden's disdain for American energy independence. It's something we've got to get back to. We've got to get back to. It's ridiculous that we're bringing in energy from foreign entities, potentially even enemies. That's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. 2021, Biden pushed for and got a huge $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief bill. Then got a $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. At the end of March 2022, Biden proposed a $5.8 trillion budget, and last week the Biden administration announced they had canceled 3 oil and gas leases, including a mammoth one in Alaska. Guys, the Democrats in office don't care about you. Wake up. DeSantis noting the record high gas prices plaguing the nation. He said on Sunday, quote, people are getting actually hammered with gas prices, and overall inflation is attributable more than anything to Biden's policy of printing trillions and trillions of dollars like they have done since they've gotten into office. I mean, he has screwed this country up so badly. I got to say, it's went worse than I even thought it was going to go. I mean, really and truly, I was worried about leftists burning down the country. Shit. Okay. DeSantis responded to Fox News host Dan Bongino, who pointed out, quote, we're seeing record gas prices. People are really struggling. We have a lot of people in Florida who are on fixed incomes down here. And yet this week we learned they canceled oil and gas leases. Last Wednesday, Biden's Department of Interior killed the potential to drill for oil in over 1 million acres in the Cook Inlet in Alaska, informing CBS News that the cancellation stemmed from a, quote, lack of industry interest in leasing the area for the decision to, quote, not move forward. The DOI killed the 2 leases under consideration in the Gulf of Mexico area because of, quote, conflicting court rulings that impacted work on these proposed lease sales. Quote, well, Dan, the energy policy is intentional, DeSantis charged. They are intentionally reducing our ability to produce oil in gas here in the United States. By the way, Trump had us, going full bore with energy independence. Let's not forget that. They will beg OPEC for more oil. They'll beg Maduro for more oil. I guess Maduro's oil isn't global warming, but American is. Yeah, it's utterly ridiculous. It is nonsense. It is an ideology, but it is very destructive, he continued. People are getting hammered with gas prices. The overall inflation is attributable more than anything to Biden's policy of printing trillions and trillions of dollars like they have done since they got into office. He was warned by Larry Summers and other Democratic economists that if you do this, you're going to spark inflation. Summers, who served as Secretary of Treasury under former President Bill Clinton, warned Biden in May 2021 about massive spending, saying, quote, the sense of serenity and complacency being projected by the economic policymakers that this is all something that can easily be managed is misplaced. In other words, you're going to do this and it's going to get out of hand and it's going to get away from you. Well, like Biden can keep control of anything at this point. And that's a tax, Dan, on every single American. DeSantis declared of the massive inflation under Biden. We've got people that may be making 7-8% more year over year, but the cost of everything to live up to is 15 to 20%. And they are. The inflation is understating it when you look at the things that really matter. So you think it's absolutely a failure in policy, and here's the thing. Reverse course. That's the deal. That's the deal. Go back in the other direction. Change policy. It's real easy. They won't do that because he's scared of the climate assholes, especially that one AOC. Remember? Oh, Green Deal, climate change. Oh, what'd she say? We're not going to have a United States in 8 years or something. That's been 7 years ago. Quote, start producing more energy here in the United States. He could very easily do that. But yet, what does he do? As you just pointed out, they are still canceling oil and gas leases. They don't want us to be energy independent. They don't care if you suffer at the pump. They absolutely don't care. They don't care. They're going to care come election time, and they know. Look, I continue to say that this Supreme Court leak was because of the midterms. That's why this got leaked out. Look, that was a Hail Mary because they're going to get their asses drug in the midterms because of everything that Biden has done as far as policy. Working class Americans are getting beaten to death, and it seems weird. The Democrats, they don't care about anything that everyday hardworking Americans seem to care about. Inflation, the border, gas prices, for crying out loud. Now baby formula. It's nuts. The things that directly affect Americans, they don't care about. They're worried about, whether some transgender is getting a swim against women. For crying out loud. A man swimming against women. That's the problem right there. Is they're worried about things like that. Also, by the way, working class Americans don't like soft on crime stances. Get those assholes out in front of the judges' houses. It's illegal, by the way. The White House should have hammered that ass. Instead, the pussies don't want to say anything about nothing. They don't want to condemn it. Again, you're going to lose elections because of that. I like Ron DeSantis. He's keeping it real. I think he's also keeping one eye on 2024. I'm sure he wants to see what is Trump going to do. Okay? Because I think most of us believe that if Trump doesn't run, and I got to be honest with you, I really think it's more 50-50. I really do. Whether or not Trump runs or not, I think it's more 50-50. I know he's come out and he's made these statements because I watch all of his rallies like you're really going to like my answer. But that doesn't mean that he won't decide to endorse somebody that he thinks has a pretty damn good shot of winning, which would be DeSantis. And I don't know. He may run, or maybe DeSantis would be his running mate. I don't know. I know the people in Florida don't want to lose DeSantis, but hell, our country needs a Trump or DeSantis very badly right now. I don't know. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.